You anticipated the kind of appeal Alex would make. Sibling bonds. History. You programmed me to refute him point by point. However, we can skip that. A Typhon the size of a skyscraper is currently eating Talos 1 for lunch. Ergo, Alex is wrong. Destroy the station. Just as you planned. The blast will take the monster down with it.
Destroy the station? But didn't you hear him? The null wave. Alex is correct. It could work and preserve what we have learned here. We have to try.
Igwe, look at the alien outside the station.
Of course it's a risk, but we've seen the generator work. To destroy all this, to murder a species, and the research lost. It's...
Manuel is right, Morgan. We can't let these things get back to Earth, even if one of them hit Earthside.
Morgan, please. Destroying the station should be the last option, not the first.
Well, as I was about to say, hello all and welcome back to Prey. I just wanted to let them finish talking before I started talking myself.
There you are.
Right, let's see. We have a lot of extra weapons for some reason.
Morgan.
And I can make some ammo. Let's just go with shotgun shells here in the last bit. At least I assume we're getting close to it now. Right. Oh wait, no, I need to... hopefully I didn't mess that up. I actually need the null wave. Let's see. No, I did. I messed it up. Right, maybe all is not lost. Maybe I can throw some recycled grenades here. Maybe also some out here. Just a little bit more. Maybe I have enough now. Nope, I'm still needing one. Is there anything I can recycle that will not be missed? Wow, I have a lot of these. Maybe I can just recycle like... yeah, 35 of them should be fine. Oh, just please split it. There we are. Right, and now I can do that. There we go.
The heart of the coral is in psychotronics, in the original containment cylinder. Placing the null wave device there will override the entire coral network with our own signal. Use your psychoscope to locate the exact spot.
Alright, back to psychotronics we go. guess we need to get past that load screen, right? Alright, so I'm guessing that we place this, nullify the Typhon, get back to the Neuromod division to where we hopefully have a pilot that can fly the shuttle away from the station. At least that's how I'm hoping this will play out. Let's see how it actually goes.
If the idea hasn't occurred to you, I'm sure it will eventually. Don't do it. I can't predict what would happen if you scan the Apex, but all my models point to suffering.
I'm just gonna fix this one so I don't have to deal with it. Are you kidding me? Okay, never mind. Mine? Oh. I probably shouldn't get hit by that. I'm guessing. I need to get up a level, I think. Let's see, you should be able to get through here.
Dr. Yu.
Yes. And take you up. Thank you. Oh.
Hello, Dr. Yu.
Hello. Let's see. Oh. That's down to the mall. No need to go down.
Scanning target. No target material. Target.
Oh, go away.
Microgravity detected.
So this is it, right?
You better do something. The reconstruction is destabilizing.
They're lying to you.
Hurry.
That should do it. Come to the bridge. We can finish this thing once and for all.
These headaches, they're getting worse. Like teeth in the brain, sinking in. You feel it, MU? Screaming is louder now. Getting close. I think screams are coming from the future. MU. Screams of people on Earth. Screams an animal.
Oh, well, that's nice, I guess.
And caught in a hunter's jaw.
Assume Alex's plan succeeds. Then what? You're taking a massive gamble that there aren't more predators like the Typhon. In the history of the universe, humans have only recently become self-aware. Yet you're going to kick the door open on a much wider and older cosmic ecology. One that feeds on consciousness. These are shark-infested waters. Alex believes we can be the bigger shark. But what if we're just poor swimmers, and now there's blood in the water?
Yeah,
Hello,
I don't
Dr.
really
Yu.
buy that because
You probably didn't see me there.
the Typhon is gonna be out there no matter what, right? And the thing is, we can either try to hide from it and hope it doesn't find us, or we can try to face it and hopefully be somewhat prepared for it. I'm voting the latter option is the better option. And I may or may not be wrong. Right, I can't remember where the bridge is, to be honest. Okay, let's just up a little bit. So, where do I need to go? Tell us one bridge. I don't know where that is. I can go there from the Arboretum. Alright. Apparently that's the only way to get to the bridge.
I am happy to assist with the surgery, Doctor.
Logging self-diagnostic. List. Repair and maintenance protocols.
It's getting a little bit late today, but I think we are so close to the end that we may just power on and see if we can end it tonight.
Microgravity detected.
Oh, I forgot it's zero G here.
No alien material detected.
You suck.
System alert. Repairs needed.
Let's see. I need to go. Ah, the bridge. Oh, just no. Bad. Go down there. Go to the bridge. Yes. All right. Alright, we're at the bridge. Let's see if we can end this.
What the hell have you done?
I simply act Morgan.
Your operators locked me out of the comm terminal. We need to link up to the null wave device if we're gonna get that signal off before it's too late.
Consider the risk. Alex's plan, if it works, is only a short-term solution. None of us has the right to endanger every life on Earth.
If anyone's playing God here, it's you. Your lunatic plan denies everyone a birthright to the stars.
You know how neuromods are made. The demand will only increase. In the future Alex envisions, many will die for the benefit of a privileged few.
I'm not arguing with a glorified desktop. Kill it, Morgan.
Sorry, Morgan. I won't relinquish control of the terminal. You'll have to destroy me. Which means you will be destroying yourself.
Fine. I'll do it myself.
Nope.
You made the right choice. The terminal's linked up again. It should only take a few seconds for a signal to propagate through the Coral and lobotomize every Typhon on Talos 1, including the big one outside. The rest of us should get away with a mild headache. I'll let you do the honors, but you better hurry.
It just sort of disappeared.
What is a neuromod? Well, it's both an easy answer and a complicated one at the same time. It is the future, today. More importantly, our past, today. This is the work TranStar does. Every employee working together. It's immortality, and it is beautiful.
Well, oh. So why did I need to incapacitate the military officer? It seemed like that part of the conclusion was just sort of left out. I assume it means we could actually escape, even though all the Typhon just sort of poofed. I don't know, but the way I see it, this ending, even though it sorta kinda stinks of a semi-bad ending with us luring the Typhon to Earth eventually and killing everyone, but the way I see it, I saw that, but the way I see it, the Typhon are still out there regardless of whether we blew up the station or killed all of them right here and right now. And now we have that null wave psi emitter to combat them. Yeah, overall, my thoughts on the game. It started out really good. I really liked the first maybe 6 hours of it. I think it started going a bit downhill once I got further into it, because the gunplay wasn't very interesting because I pretty much only had the pistol and the shotgun. I know I had the laser, but it wasn't very good. I mean, I didn't really try it fully upgraded, but I don't know. And the stun gun, well, I never really used that much because it also seemed a bit underwhelming. I needed something like an assault rifle and just more weapons with better impact that felt a lot better. And eventually, once I got the combat focus upgraded and my shotgun upgraded, things started just being kind of easy, except for the very end with all the military operators, which was more of a pain because it was unending waves of them spawning, so I adopted more of a let's just run past this shit attitude towards it rather than going combat. But yeah, overall it wasn't too bad, just sort of... well, it could have been a bit more, I feel. It also started being a lot less scary once I was able to detect the mimics and once I started feeling really powerful, I guess, with few fights being an actual challenge, that I couldn't just go combat focus and spam shotgun to the face, because that pretty much takes out anything. So, I guess that's great. And I don't really know what else to say. It was alright. Definitely best the first 6 hours. Then it just sort of went mediocre. Yeah, oh no, one thing. I do have 2 gripes, major gripes with this game. One is the fact that zero gravity is an absolute pain, and I hate it. The more they forced me to go into 0G, the more frustrated and annoyed I got. And the second thing was that in the end, where you could sort of go to all the optional quests in the different zones, I found that I didn't really want to, because I had to go through all of those load screens, and it felt like a bother, to be honest. So I kinda just said, nope, we're not doing this, because it was annoying. Those are perhaps the 2 biggest gripes with the game. It's the load screens and zero gravity areas. Not a fan. But I like the aliens though, they were very interesting, especially the mimics. I do think that they should have refrained from giving you the ability to see mimics so that you would constantly be paranoid. That would have been a little more entertaining, I feel like, because the mimics are kind of awesome, I think. That's the best idea in a horror game I have seen in a long time. I mean, I know mimics from things like Dark Souls and other games where they usually camouflage themselves as chests, but in this game it was just a step up with them camouflaging as everything, including items that looked like you could pick them up, such as ammo. That got me a few times, and that was actually really great. So yeah, I think that is actually it. That is my sense for this game. So having said that, I think we don't need to start the end title anymore. We will just apparently load into somewhere. Alright, let's see what this is about.
It's finished. How did it do?
Activation of the mirror neurons is promising. Empathy quotient shows to be exceptionally high.
It probably thinks it was dreaming, that nothing mattered.
You're assuming it thinks like us.
Its life depends on it. Ours too. It all comes down to the choices it made.
It saved me from the cargo container. I would have suffocated otherwise, and later it recovered the Leitner connectomes. They were of no practical use, except that they were deeply meaningful to me. It's remarkable that it never installed a single Typhon-based neuromod. In my view, this demonstrates a strong identification with us.
Michaela.
I would have died without my medication. That wasn't easy. That says a lot, I think, about its heart. Can I say that it has a heart? It also found my father's records. And then, I did not expect this, but it let me listen to them. Despite the self-incriminating content, it was willing to make itself vulnerable. Then, there was a man in psychotronics, Ingram. It let him go. Was that mercy?
Would you let it live?
Yes.
Sarah, you're next.
The situation in the cargo bay was bad. None of us would have survived without its help, and it destroyed a large number of Typhon across the station. That has to be a good sign. Further, it thwarted Dar's attempt to use us as hostages. If it were one of my officers, I would give it a commendation.
Danielle, what do you say?
It found me. It didn't need to, but it did. I asked it to stop Volunteer 37, but it left him alive. It could mean a low drive for retribution. A lot of humans controlled by the Typhon ended up dead. Not that it was easy to avoid, but I just don't think it's worth the risk.
In the end, he chose to activate the null wave device. Why? To preserve the Typhoon technology? We can't really know what its motives were for anything it did.
But we have to make a choice. You can hear us, can't you? Here. I want to show you something. What you experienced was a reconstruction based on Morgan's memories. This is the world today. We spent years trying to put what you can do into us. We never tried putting what we can do into you. Until now. You're the bridge between our species. I need to know if you see us. I mean, really see us. Take my hand if you do.
They killed them all, what?
We're gonna shake things up, like old times.
So, I guess in the end they did for It Was All a Dream. Yeah, you couldn't see me doing that. I don't know, that feels a little bit cheap. I know, you can replace dream with simulation, but yeah, it still stands. I'm not sure I like that. But that's how it is. So apparently the Earth was already sort of doomed, and they were looking for a way to fix it. Regardless, that's what it is. I have already said what I wanted to say about the game in general at the end text, so I think that's Prey for the time being. So thank you for watching this playthrough, and I will see you later. It's been out.